Hey everyone, welcome to Conversations with Nick and Alina, and today is... Hey everyone, welcome to Conversations with Nick and Alina. We are thrilled to be with you again. Thrilled.
Super thrilled.
So thrilled. The thrillage is...
Thrillage.
Amazing.
Do a dance. Do a dance. Yes.
Hey everyone, welcome to Conversations with Nick and Alina.
Hey guys, welcome back to Conversations with...
Nick is my name. Sorry about that. Hey everyone, welcome to Conversations with Nick
and Alina. We have a very fun show today. Super fun.
We do, and
yes.
You know, it's so much fun. But I wanted to, before we get into the topics, I wanted to point out, Alina, you're drinking from a very attractive piece of drinkware.
Yes.
Hardware for drinking.
It says, "Fear is the enemy of love."
And if you are not watching us, but rather listening in your car or on a jog, she's drinking from what might be one of the...
cold tea.
She's drinking from a beautiful porcelain mug that says this amazing quote from St. Augustine, "Fear is the enemy of love."
Yeah.
You know, if you want to wake up every morning and remember, I don't want to be afraid. I don't want fear to control my life.
Don't let it control.
The best way is with a coffee mug.
Yeah.
And we happen to have that coffee mug, the one she's... Wait, don't fast forward.
I really like this one.
The one that she's drinking from, with that quote from St. Augustine, available for sale on our new online shop, which we're so excited about. So check out
how do we get there?
The online shop at nickandalina.com. So check that out. And then this other mug that I'm using is also available there. And both of these designs are available in both the smaller and larger size.
Yes, 11 ounce and 16 ounce, I believe.
Something like that, yeah. And so this other one is our favorite Bible verse. It's a Bible verse that God has used to speak to us in our marriage and our lives so many times.
Philippians 4:6.
Philippians.
Do not be anxious about anything, but in all things, through prayer and petition.
Well, actually, that's longer. Yeah, so this is just Philippians 4:6.
So
don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Yeah. So if
it's got like a pretty ocean. Like, how can you not?
It's so peaceful.
Being anxious.
I feel like I'm on the beach right now. I mean, that's what's happening.
I wish.
Do you want to feel like you're on the beach every morning?
I wish.
I mean, if you actually are on the beach every morning, then
I'm gonna come live with you.
Yeah, we should move in. But anyways.
All right, so these are awesome, and then there's also some shirts.
Yeah, we got. Actually, I'm rocking one of them right now.
It says "No fear in love." Show us a little, little chest there.
Okay, that's inappropriate.
But it's really nice.
Yeah, it feels so awkward right now. I've never been asked to show more chest. Wow. It's normally like, Nick, finish buttoning that shirt up. But there is another way to get these mugs, and that is instead of just buying it through the store. How boring is that? When you could get it as a reward for becoming a patron. Yeah, so we have a whole new patron community and really cool rewards, including these mugs, including shirts. This wristband, "Fear is the enemy of love."
Ooh, that's
just like that mug. All this stuff's on our shop, but it's also rewards for our patrons. So check out all of that at nickandalina.com.
All right, now let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
Yes, the nitty-gritty. So when I was asking for questions, I was like, literally ask any question about any topic, and we will address it on the show.
So what did we get, dear?
So we had people in Portugal and Canada and New Hampshire submitting really cool questions. I'm gonna start with the craziest one first.
Go for it.
This is coming from Lori M. Haynes.
Okay, Lori, we know where you live. Not really.
We don't want to creep people out.
We don't.
We don't know where you live unless you're someone for whom we do know where you live. Anyway, Lori's question is, what is the possibility of a planet moving through a wormhole and surviving?
I don't know. That's such a crazy question. Oh my gosh. What's a wormhole again?
So
like a thing, like a transport thing.
Do you remember the movie Interstellar with Matthew McConaughey? McConaughey? however you say his name. McConaughey. Kind of what?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. Wait, yes you do.
Wait, which one is
that
this? There's
really...
so many space movies.
There are so many space movies, but this is a rather standout one.
Is this the one that was really scary?
I don't know.
The alien that started killing people?
No.
The little cute alien blob?
No, that was Life.
Oh, I couldn't watch it.
Yeah, that movie was really good.
Yeah, it was good. Anyway, Interstellar. Oh, yeah, it's like the time warp thing.
Yes.
Where he's like trying to send messages to his daughter. And...
Well, wait, don't spoil it.
So the wormhole...
crap. To talk about this is a little bit of a spoiler.
Who cares?
If
you haven't watched Interstellar, don't listen.
Yeah, shut your earmuffs for a few minutes. Towards the end, he enters into a black hole.
Oh, that was like really claustrophobic. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think a planet would definitely just disintegrate. Or
but here's the problem.
Forever.
We have no idea what is going on there. Like, we don't know, as I understand it, as a Christian musician and speaker and writer, like, I have a wealth of knowledge about astrophysics and the fabric of reality. And that is to say, I don't know almost anything. But what I do know, because I'm a little bit of a nerd, is that we don't know much about what's on the other side of a black hole.
I don't know much.
Get it, girl, get it.
But I know I love you.
What's that guy's name? Aaron Lewis?
Neville.
Knew it. Yeah.
You gotta
Who's
like
Aaron
do that.
Lewis?
I know I love you. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Anyway.
Never did that in our married life.
That was a bonus for the podcast. There you go. I don't know much.
Oh, Nicholas. If I was like 20 years older, you might find that attractive.
Well, if you're out there listening and you're 20 years older, I'm sorry for what just happened to your heart. Anyways, so where was I? We don't know what's on the other side of a black hole. We don't even know. I mean, I think that the expanse of my knowledge of black holes is one part Discovery Channel documentaries that I watched growing up as a kid, another part Hollywood. And
so really we have no idea.
We don't know.
I'm sorry, we can't really answer that question.
But I did promise we would address it. And
all I know is black holes make me feel claustrophobic just thinking about them, so I'm not going to think about it anymore. So let's carry on to the next pregunta.
Oh my gosh. Wait. No, before we move on from that, I want to know what you might theorize or imagine is going on with a black hole.
Time warp.
But what does that mean?
It means we get to go back to the Middle Ages.
Okay.
That's what I would like to happen. I would love to find a way to travel back in time. So I'm going to pretend like the black hole is a time warping thing.
All right.
Or a parallel universe thing. So it like makes a parallel universe. I don't know.
In a sense, almost anything is possible.
Anything's possible. I'm going to say it turns, whoever goes into it comes out a leprechaun. Because of the St. Patrick's Day weekend. So, you know.
That is sound logic.
Yes.
That is sound.
Leprechauns.
All right. Great. Super. So, Lori, thanks for that very interesting question.
I apologize for the random answers.
It is what it is. All right. Noelle wants to know, how and when did you realize, for both of us, our...
Wow, that's
Why did that light just turn off? You know what? You're going to address this first while I fix the light.
Okay.
So how and when did you realize your passion to create music?
My passion to create music began when I was a very young child, probably like 3, and I discovered a piano, and I was like tinkering on it and stuff, and I like just started loving music. And then I think my first song, one of the first songs I wrote was when I was like 4 or 5, and it goes like this. Cash and money, all I want is cash and money. Something like that. I was like a little mercenary back then. That was before I loved Jesus. So, yeah.
So when did that turn into something that was going to be a thing for you?
I wonder why it's not working. It's so weird. It became a thing for me? Like, what do you mean? Like I wanted it to be my career?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I always wanted to be a singer. I was singing all the time.
Well, that is very strange.
I think we just blew a bulb.
No.
All right, let it go. Come sit with me. I'm lonely.
Well, yeah, but now you're in the dark.
That's all right. I look better in the dark. I look more mysterious.
I don't.
You can't see all my wrinkles.
That this is acceptable.
Okay, who cares? So, how about you, dear?
I'm going to spread that light a little bit more. Tell us a little bit more about your journey while I spread that light.
There's really not much left to my journey. Let's do the next question. I'm taking over this. Okay. Nick, do you play drums? Carolyn Leanne wants to know. Do you play drums? Do you play drums?
I didn't have my microphone. All right. So the question is, do I play drums?
Yeah, do you play drums?
Not well.
No.
It's not something that you want to experience.
But you can
observe.
do it. Like, you can move your hands and your feet at a
I have
reasonable-
rhythm. I'm Cuban. Yeah. I have rhythm. It cannot be helped. It's in the genetics. It's in the DNA.
You're pretty good at a hand drum.
Yeah, I wreck hand drums.
But like your
hand
drum
percussion.
set,
A drum set, I'm
questionable.
limited to about 3 different rhythms, 3 different beats or patterns that I can do. Now,
yeah, I don't play drums at all.
I wreck.
You don't want to see me play drums.
I wreck those patterns, but that's pretty much all you're going to get from me.
Yeah, we can make some pretty sick electronic drum sounds.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we got that down. Okay, would you like to be an actor one day?
I could see myself as a part of my artistic portfolio playing roles in cinema.
I would hate to be an actress.
But what I can say is I would love, at minimum, to be a voice actor one day.
Oh, you would be so good at like an evil Jafar.
Thank you.
Dude.
I'm glad that that's what you associate me with.
Yeah, acting, no. I would love to dress up as like a time period person just to be an extra. But I would never want to have to memorize lines and have to do all that. I would be so stressed out.
I hear you.
So, in line with that, who are your top 5 celebrities that you like the most? Or that you admire? Or whatever. I'll do one and you do one.
Okay, we'll take turns.
So, Liam Neeson. He's so cool. He's like, if I were a dude, I would want to be Liam Neeson. Because he's like the dude. He's like Jesus and Aslan and Hardcore
when
Dad.
Was he Jesus?
He reminds me of Jesus. Like,
oh, but he is literally
Jesus,
Aslan. That's why I thought.
Aslan is like the representative of Jesus. Why am I like trying to do an accent? The representative of Jesus, you know. Oh my goodness. So he's just cool, and I respect him, and I know like he lost his wife, and my heart goes out to him. So I respect him. Oh, and he's Qui-Gon Jinn. I mean, like, he's the coolest. I loved Qui-Gon Jinn growing up. Yeah. Everyone says the episodes 1 through 3 are terrible.
Well, that's only because they are.
They're not. I loved them when I was little. Okay, it's an emotional connection.
No, when you're a kid and you're not a critic, yeah, they are marginally entertaining. I remember seeing episode 3 and thinking, like, that was awesome.
It was. Okay, who's your actress or actor that you like? Admire.
I want to begin this with... I'm going to go with Lawrence Fishburne.
Who is that?
He was Morpheus in The Matrix.
Really? What an interesting choice. I
would
never thought that.
It's not because I am overly ecstatic about him as an actor in general. Like, he's fine. Right. He's not like blow me away actor, in my opinion.
So why do you like him?
I think the nostalgia of The Matrix and who...
Like Qui-Gon Jinn. Nostalgia.
Yeah, exactly. Like, to me, when I watched The Matrix, that like literally changed my life. Like, I just became enamored with sci-fi and with action and kung fu and questions, like philosophical questions about like reality and metaphysics and like...
See, that makes me claustrophobic again. Thinking about like being in a Matrix makes me claustrophobic.
Yeah, but it's incredibly interesting though.
It is, but it's also like...
So Lawrence Fishburne, whenever I see him in a movie, what happens is I'm taken back to the first time I watched The Matrix and cute. Just the incredible awe that I experienced watching it.
Yeah.
A similar thing happens with Keanu Reeves, except
He's not a very good actor.
Except he's just not.
No offense, Keanu Reeves, if
I mean,
you're watching
I'm
this.
sure you're a great guy, but
he does have a nice, like, softness about him.
Yeah.
I guess that's really not something.
Like, if there's, like, softness could also mean, like there's nothing back there.
Same face all the time.
Yeah.
That face.
Anyway.
Okay. So let me think of my other actor.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I really like, it's weird, but I like Keira Knightley because she plays in Pride and Prejudice, and I think she did a really good job in that role. And Pirates of the Caribbean, like, she was pretty cool. Johnny Depp was really cool too. What are you doing?
I need to look up the name of who I'm thinking of next.
Oh, and then I'll do my other ones.
Okay.
Lana Condor.
Oh, obviously.
Because she's really cool. And
practically part of our family.
And she's part of our family. And then Anthony De La Torre.
He's all right.
Because he's pretty cool too. He played in Pirates of the Caribbean, the last one. Which one is that? 4, 5, 6, 7?
I think it was like Pirates 7. Yeah.
7?
No.
There's 7?
No, I'm just messing around.
I'm like, there's not 7.
Zoe Saldana.
Ah.
Because, again, I'm really into sci-fi. She has done a lot of sci-fi. She was in Avatar, and she was in Guardians of the Galaxy. And I know that she's been
very talented.
I know that she's been in other things where she wasn't painted in any particular fluorescent color, but I remember in whatever those things were, which I don't recall at the moment. I always think, oh, she was in Star Trek. She was IMDb. This is ridiculous. She's an actress in Avatar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's not even.
Oh my gosh! I can't believe they're making, what is it, 4 more Avatar movies. That's crazy.
That's insane.
Anyways, she's great. I think she does a great job. Has a great kind of embodies characters interestingly to me.
She does a good job.
All right. Do I owe you another one?
I think so. I already did all mine.
Okay.
I just kind of hammered them out.
All right. I'm going to go with this guy who is not a super known name anymore in particular. His name is Michael Hall, and he was the lead in Dexter.
Really? Oh, you liked that show for
I know,
a while, didn't you?
I'm a total weirdo. I hope nobody
scare
judges
me
me.
Sometimes. You like really dark shows sometimes.
Well, I'm just...
I had a boss that liked Dexter, I think. She was fun. I admired her.
All right, it's your turn.
I already said all mine.
Oh, all of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just gonna...
How many did I do?
I don't know. No importa.
All right, well, I'm just going to add one more. Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston.
He's a boss.
Oh my goodness,
Bryan
he's
Cranston's
so funny.
so good.
He is really good.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next question. I'm going to go back to the guy that asked about when did you realize that you had a passion for music. His name is Noel. And Noel is from South Africa.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yep. And he had a very interesting question, a provocative question, I think.
Ooh.
And it is, are a lot of lyrics too simple nowadays in Christian music?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. It really depends for me on the song. So, like, sure, there's a beauty in simplicity. Minimalism is a big thing right now. There's also beauty in elaborate cathedrals and elaborate songs. So, I don't know. I don't think you can just say one thing to cover it all, honestly.
I agree with you.
Now, there are some Christian songs that just flat out aren't very good.
Should never have been published.
But it's like, that's from someone's heart, so I can't
Is it
judge
though? I don't know that that's true.
It is.
I don't know. I've been in plenty of songwriting sessions, whether with Christian or secular music, where sometimes you're just looking for like the word to rhyme. And I just feel like there's a lot of stuff out there that is that.
Well, I don't write music that way.
Well, nobody's asking you about your music right now. This is about Christian music in general.
I would hope they weren't like that.
Well, idealistically.
I am an idealist.
Yeah.
I am guilty.
But I mean, it's not like that's unique to Christian music, this issue. This is an issue in any music when, you listen to pop music sometimes and you're just like, oy vey. Like,
well, pop, I expect it from pop music.
Well, I expect it from Christian music too. I mean, that's just what's happened.
Yeah, well, that's unfortunate. So I guess if it's coming from a place like that, sure, that's...
It's just like, hey, let's pump out another hit. Yeah. There's this formula that sells platinum. Let's do that formula.
Yeah.
But I think that God deserves better.
I agree.
It doesn't mean that simplicity is wrong. It means that, like what Alina was getting at, like it has to come from your heart. And sometimes prayers from the heart are simple, but that can come across versus a song that is trite and unmeaningful.
Just trying so hard to, to make the bucks.
That's so that would be my thoughts on that.
Yeah, that's a good question. Thank you,
great.
Noel.
Thank you, Noel. Okay, so now this is a funky one. This is this live stream on Instagram ended up becoming a family reunion for me. So I got 2 cousins that came on with me, and then I had my godmother, and so we're going to start with Danny.
Danny.
This is all family that lives in South Florida, so I was pretty jealous of them. Or actually, no, Jeremy's in California.
He's California now.
Yeah. So Danny decided to give us a brain.
I think I heard this.
What is it called? A brain
teaser.
Brain teaser, yeah. So I'm gonna have to grab my phone for this one actually because he texted me the response or the answer.
Was it? Oh, he did text you the answer.
Yeah.
Oh, good, because I want to know. Because I'm like, so the question was, 100 people are on an airplane, right? Is that what it is? And it crashes into a mountain.
It says there's a plane. Yeah, there's a plane full of 100 people. The plane crashes into a mountain. Every single person dies except for 2 of the passengers. Why did those 2 survive?
I hate brain teasers.
So I'm not going to go to his answer until we give this a second.
All right, so we got 100 passengers.
Mm-hmm.
2? I don't know.
The plane crashes into a mountain.
This is too much deep thought. It's
Every single...
almost...
Oh, I got it.
What?
I just figured it out.
Every single person. What? How did you figure it out?
There must have been a married couple.
What? I don't get it.
It says every single person, like every person that is single, dies. But then everyone except for 2 passengers survive, so there must be a couple, not single.
I don't know. All right, let's go with that.
All right, that's what I'm gonna say. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so proud of myself if this is it.
Good job.
Thanks. I mean, don't congratulate me yet. We got to see if this is it. Where is his message? Here we go. I was right.
Good job.
It's because they were married.
Yay.
Wow, I am so smart.
So sad.
Oh, I am brilliant.
Good job.
That's fantastic.
All right.
Can we just relish this moment?
No.
We need to move on? Okay, great.
Yes, let's move on.
So now, moving on from the tongue. Danny, thank you for that, man. That was really good.
Brain teaser.
I like that.
Danny.
All right, so next question from my other cousin, Jeremy.
Jeremy
Garcia, who's in active duty at the moment in California, is a firefighter. He's an awesome dude. Both of these guys, great guys, beautiful hearts. Mm-hmm. Anyways, Jeremy asks, how long or when do you know as a married couple that you're ready for children? That's a question.
That's a question and a half, man. I don't know. Like, we thought we were ready. We thought we were freaking ready.
Oh my gosh. Well, so the other aspect of that is that we went 7 months into the beginning of our marriage not really trying to avoid getting pregnant.
Yeah, we were just like, whatever.
And we didn't get pregnant. Like, no. In 7 months of being newlyweds, and I think everyone here knows what that means, we didn't get pregnant.
No.
And that to me was a huge testament to the fact that God is in control.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we gave him plenty of opportunity, and he did not seize that. But then, unexpectedly, we got pregnant. And it was a beautiful surprise.
Well, it was the month that I was like, I really want to get pregnant. And then it happened. So it was like, even my own heart posture was like, so ready. And then it happened. So.
That's awesome.
And it's happened like that with all 3 of our kids. Every month that we've conceived, it's like, I really want to have a baby. Yeah. And then it just happens.
Interesting.
And right now I'm like, I really don't want to have another baby. I really don't. Let's wait 50 years.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I feel like...
I would like to sleep through the night for once in 5 years.
All right, you're scaring
Nice.
people.
Sorry.
So...
You'll never sleep again.
All right, I think...
It's good for people to know the truth, Nick. Nobody told me the truth. I'm sorry. So many feelings.
I think that for things like this and other things of even remotely similar gravity or weight,
Yes, tell us what you think.
I think that we do not frequently enough default to turning to God for guidance.
That's true.
I mean, and this is just such a common issue in our society where it's like we are in control and we need to figure stuff out. We need to figure out.
I keep hearing that Twilight Paris song. God is in control.
Gosh. Dude, you made us listen to that song all the way home when we... Was it with Augustine?
Augustine, we just had Gus, and I was like...
Goodness.
I just didn't know how to handle it.
If you haven't heard that song...
Look it up, it's actually
you're doing
good.
Okay.
No, it's a good song.
Yeah.
We were both crying in the car.
I wasn't crying.
You cried.
I did not
You were
cry.
holding it
I don't
back.
cry.
You were holding it back.
I don't feel...
That song has just a very powerful message. It's a little bit dated. I can't talk. Little dated, little 80s, 90s, whatever it is. But it's a good song. The message is powerful. It came from her heart, man.
That is very likely.
Okay.
But anyways, I think...
So, talk to God, consult the Holy Spirit, think about how much sleep you're not going to get.
Oh my gosh.
And then
No,
decide.
stop. Don't. First of all, in any decision, don't come to her about things like this because she's going to just scare you away from it.
I'm going to tell you the truth.
All right. I think, yes, truth is good. But
I hear a kid.
I don't...
I thought it must be the cat. Oh, I locked him in the bathroom. That's why.
Yeah, he was being crazy.
He was attacking me.
But I think that if we read like the Acts of the Apostles, we see like in like later into the book, we see examples that we should model where these people were so in tune with the premise of following the guidance of the Holy Spirit for big decisions or even small decisions.
Yeah, and they were obedient.
And they were obedient to the promptings of the Spirit. Mm-hmm. And what's really radical to me is, and I don't remember exactly where in the book it is, but somewhere in Acts of the Apostles, there were two people that were going to go preach the gospel, spread the gospel to Asia.
Oh, the Smyrna thing. No, that's a different thing.
Are you thinking of that beer, the girly beer, Smirnoff?
No, Smyrna is the land. I could be wrong.
Well, anyways, these guys were going to go preach the gospel to Asia, I think. And then, like, that is a theoretically good thing to do. And are you with me on this?
No, I'm trying to figure out what I was thinking. Go ahead.
Anyways, it's a theoretically good thing to do. Like, no one would ever think God does not want them to go preach the gospel in Asia.
Right, but he told them not to
go.
But
they heard the Spirit tell them not to go. So they didn't.
And that's why communism...
Well,
just kidding.
That's a leap. But I think that... but my point is that, like, if we want to have that kind of relationship with God where, like, he provides us on that level with guidance, he wants that too. He's just waiting for us to jump on board. So that would be my answer. I mean, I think that there's never a right time, quote unquote. I think that, well, let me qualify that. I think that per our society, it wants to impose the idea that there is a right and a wrong time. Mm-hmm. Per God and his guidance and his dictates and his words in Scripture pretty explicitly, he kind of just does want us to have a lot of babies. I mean, if you read Scripture,
you know how much it hurts.
I'm not saying
a lot.
I'm not saying. All I'm saying
a lot
is that I don't think that God approaches this topic the same way that society does, because God knows that He's always going to take care of us. We sometimes forget.
Can He fix my brain after my kids destroy it? He needs no. I need a break.
You could ask Him.
Mm-hmm. God, you got a lot of fixing to do. I'm feisty when it comes to this topic.
It's
I'm
true.
super feisty because, like,
I love you for it.
I never wanted to have children. I was okay with it. I knew, like, eventually I would have a couple, but no more than 2. Speak of the devil.
And I don't know if you can hear that over the microphones, but that was Augustine waking up in his crib. We hear him over the baby monitor.
So anyway, God changed my heart, and I have 3, and hopefully that's it. I love them to death.
But God's will be done, right? I
Right.
mean, he knows, like I remember with the first one you thought, I can't do any more than this. And the second one you thought...
No, I knew I wanted to have more than one.
Well, yeah, but you, like, in terms of the workload and the challenge of it...
First one's the worst. Just so you know.
Yeah. But it does get better. Augustine's better than the first 2, just in terms of...
He's also a boy.
He is also a boy. Boys
I feel
are
like
better.
Boys are easier. Anyway.
Next
question. Right.
All right, Jeremy, great job. And
Yeah.
then this final question that comes from my godmother,
Marina.
my madrina, is kind of connected to the idea of parenting.
She's an amazing mother as well.
It is, how do we, you and I, manage touring as musicians while being awesome parents? And number 1, thank you for thinking we're awesome parents. We must have you fooled. Because all we do is try our best, but to say that we're awesome is a stretch.
Yeah, definitely not awesome.
But I think that that's probably true for everyone, and I think that's an important starting point maybe for this question.
Yeah,
is
nobody's perfect.
No, but like there's no such thing as perfect parents, and it's so easy to like look at another household and think like, why are they pulling it off the way that they are? How are they doing that?
Yeah, totally.
But in reality, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors, and guaranteed there are challenges there, just like there are challenges in your own home, and they're just different challenges.
Totally.
So no, I would start by answering this question by saying that don't idealize the idea of the type of parent that you're failing as, or something like that. I don't know. Does that sentence make any sense? Don't create like a pedestal of what the ideal parent looks like, and like
try to live up to it.
And live up to that, and realize like that you're failing at that and whatever. Like,
so don't be so hard on yourself, kind of thing.
Thank you. That is the sentence that we're looking for here. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Right.
If you're trying your best, you have to trust that God will do the rest.
Parenting is so challenging.
Yeah.
I went into it, like I said, very naive, very like, oh, it's gonna be so easy, because my parents made it seem pretty easy. I mean, my brother and I were pretty easygoing kids. Maybe not my brother. He got a little more challenging later in life. But, like, they made it look so easy. And I thought, oh, I can do that. Of course, you're a kid, so you naturally think your parents are like, they got it all together. Unless your parents are a real jerk, then you probably learn quick that parents don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I was like, just like, what do I do with this baby? I had never changed a diaper until I had my first baby. That's how not into babies I was. But now I can do it like that. I can change a diaper.
A major principle that I think is kind of underlying a lot of the important aspects of being a good parent is to not be selfish.
Yes.
That is something like when you become a parent,
That's a good point.
you can no longer live for yourself. So you're not living for your own social life. You're not like all of the things that you would have done with your evenings or whatever, like your career, everything changes. And even just moment to moment, like, okay, there's a baby crying there. I can't be selfish right now.
No.
That baby needs me as much as I might want to lay down on the couch or whatever, like that baby needs me. And so I would say regardless of whether you're a touring musician or just not a touring musician, if you're just any other type of person, like the principle of not being selfish is monumental, I think.
It is.
And it's not an easy one because we are programmed to be selfish in our culture.
Yeah.
So
it's true.
Yeah. But then as it pertains to us as musicians, along the lines of your question,
to actually answer your
question, like, so we just recently, this last week, we did an event in Indiana. It was an incredible event.
It was awesome.
Absolutely
the people
amazing.
were so great. We loved them there.
What a powerful experience.
It was great.
Even,
but it was 3, 4?
It was
Sunday,
kind
Monday,
of
Tuesday. It was almost 4 days away from the kids, and that was really scary for me because I had never been away from my youngest son, my 1-year-old, for that long, and I was panicking a little. But we left them with your mom, so it's always with family whenever we're away. So.
Well, and when we are traveling, we're trying to do it in short spurts rather than like a tour that takes us away from home for a long time. I think
it'll be like 1 or 2 days away, and then we're back.
3 now recently at the most, and we come back and then we leave again, come back. So like we try to make sure that we're not like leaving them abandoned.
And they actually enjoy it. They love going to grandma and grandpa's and getting spoiled, and then we get a break. So that answers that.
That does answer that. So don't be selfish, and just do your best and let God do the rest.
Yeah. All right. So let's just have like a little conversation here about life. So
okay.
Nick,
hit me with it.
Nick.
What's up?
What's your favorite animal?
I'm going to say I'm between like a lion and a monkey.
You have to pick one, and then give me your second favorite. So give me your first favorite animal and why. Tell me the characteristics of why you like that animal so much.
Okay, I'm going to say a lion because he's strong and takes care of his people, you know, his peeps.
He also makes his woman do all the work. Did you know that?
I did not know that, and I promise that that's not why I picked him.
Yeah, the lioness does all the hunting, I think. I'm pretty sure I heard about that somewhere.
That's crazy to me, because I feel like you always see on like National Geographic like a lion
he'll hunt, but he doesn't do it for like.
Well, maybe she cooks. I mean, she's got to pull her weight.
Okay, so
wait, what? She's just supposed to lounge around all day?
So what's your second favorite animal?
She's got to bring the meat home and then she cooks it.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, second favorite. I'm gonna go with a monkey.
A monkey. Why?
I like them. I think that they're adorable and lanky, and it's funny.
Lanky?
They're lanky. Like they're funny to me. And it's just, I mean, the long, you saw those like monkeys, connected monkeys where the arms like link with each other. Like they're long and lanky. And why is this funny?
So, I forget. I think it was some psychologist came up with this thing.
Wait. I should say, like, the lankiness is not a primary motivator for me. It's just a cute part of them.
Okay. So, they're cute, they're funny, and they're cute.
I like that they're intelligent.
Okay, that's good.
I like that they're fuzzy. I like that that they throw their poop. I think that's funny.
All right, so why I asked this is I do this trick on lots of young couples and people that I want to get to know better, because the first favorite animal you describe are the qualities of yourself, right?
Okay.
The second favorite animal, the qualities that you like about this animal are describing your spouse or future spouse. So evidently, I'm fuzzy and lanky, and I like to throw my own poop. So
you heard it here first, folks.
So anyway, thank you for watching.
If you enjoyed any of this for any reason, we invite you to consider becoming a supporter, becoming a team member. All of this is brought to you by our patron community, so you can check that out at nickandalina.com.
And until then, Godspeed. Don't fall into any wormholes. Auf Wiedersehen.